Hello, welcome to November 24th. We are sitting here on the pinnacle of the future, the something of the something and stuff. And how are you doing? You doing good? You're doing good. Alright, I figured I'll take this day to talk about Dead Rising. I've put in probably 10 hours or so now, and I really like the game. I think it's a really good game. Now I'm not gonna say it's like a well-made game or even, that good of a game. It's just, it's a fun game. It's a solid action game. That being said, there's definitely some areas they could work on. For example, the sound department. Now, boss music's good. I guess area music's pretty good. But it just, to me, Dead Rising 1 and 2 had a lot better of a soundtrack. It had, Dead Rising 1 had the mall music. Dead Rising 2 had the casino and just shopping center music. I just feel like they did a lot more. They put a lot more into the soundtrack in those games. To the point where I actually went and downloaded both soundtracks for those games, I love those soundtracks. Really good. Yeah. Alright, so where do we start with Dead Rising 3? I think we should start with the story, obviously. So you play the character known as Nick. Forget his last name. And Nick's a mechanic for the garage, and basically we're just thrown right into the story. Basically Nick and his boss, who's a mechanic, and this guy named Dick are like held up inside of a garage, and they're trying to get out of the city. We're I think 3 or 4 days into this outbreak or whatever in the city of it's like Los something. I can't remember the name of the city. It's like Los Perdidos or something like that. And yeah, basically a zombie outbreak happens. Our character has been in it for a couple of days. You wouldn't even guess so because the way he acts. Nick's biggest problem is that he is the typical good guy, innocent character. When you're in a world faced with psychopaths and stuff, he has to question like his morality for killing a human. Like, did I do something wrong? Could I have done something differently? Could I have not killed that person? Same with zombies. He starts killing zombies left and right, and I mean, he's starting to get better now where I'm at, but he's already questioned a couple people that you have to kill. Typical good guy stuff. And let's just say that he has a mysterious tattoo that's linked to the story right now, and I'm on chapter 4 right now. Yeah. So obviously something's gonna happen with that, but it's about as much story that I know right now. You meet up with this group of anti-Zombrex people, and they're basically getting wrongly executed, and there's probably going to be a story involved with that where you have to go shut down this group of people who are, they infected they obviously have an agenda. We've like the point I'm at, I've seen cutscenes with like a military boss. I've seen cutscenes where there's just like a group of characters that are doing something behind the scenes. Yeah. As for gameplay, it's pretty good. It's a lot better than the first 2 games, I'll say that. Like, control-wise, it handles a lot better. Now, the way the world setup works in this game is pretty fantastic. You're in a open city, It's 4 sections big. I guess it's technically like an island city, and yeah. It's like I said, completely open world. It's not like the other Dead Risings where you have a very strict time limit to get to there, get to there, get to there, get there. No, there is a time limit system, but it's not that strict. So you'll be randomly like doing stuff, and then you'll get a phone call on your radio or whatever, and the guy will say, "Hey Nick, there's a guy trapped over there on top of that building. Go save him." Or, "Hey Nick, there's a suicidal guy getting ready to jump. Go talk to him." And you get side quests like that. They're given to you, which is cool. So from there, you basically you hit your back button and pull up your map, and then you can either do your side quests or you can do your main stories. And yeah, I don't know. The city's not bad. I think it's a pretty nice city. And it's insane. This is a next-gen game. There are zombies literally just covering the streets. It's a beautiful looking game. I liked it a lot. But that's like how the world's set up. How does the actual gameplay feel? Vehicles for the most part are pretty damn good. There are a couple that are wonky, they just don't go very fast, or they go a little slow, or they handle turning a little weird. Mainly the motorcycle so far, but you give it some time, you can get pretty good with driving. The combo vehicles in this game though are beautiful. They give you a SUV shotgun right away. So you've got this armored SUV that has a shotgun on it. And then I just found out that there's blades that can actually come out of it too, and that's what movie was that from? Oh, Day of the Dead. How they have that bus that has the blades on the side. Yeah, it's like that. It's really cool. And of course, Dead Rising's biggest gimmick is the weapon creating system now, and it's a really awesome idea. I love it. Any item that you pick up in the game can almost be used in weapon creation, and ultimately it can be in the end. There's a level up system where basically, okay, so there's multiple categories. Let's say you have blades, blunts, pole arms, guns, miscellaneous items and stuff like that. Alright, so let's say you wanted to make the shotgun blade combo, right? Normally it's a machete and a shotgun. But let's say when you're leveling up and distributing your attribute points, you put some of your points into your weapon crafting, which would be let's say you put it into firearms and you put it into firearms, and you also put it into bladed items. If you didn't have that machete, you could use any bladed weapon in the game instead of that machete, which is really sweet. Now, the way you get blueprints to make these weapons is by finding these blue scrolls around the map and stuff. There's 101, I think. So we've got a good chunk of those, and I'm tired. Sorry about that. It's pretty cool. So whenever you find a blueprint, the items to make that item are 90% of the time always gonna be right next to it. There are a couple exceptions, like with vehicle combos mainly. You'll find the vehicle, but you won't find the stuff to make the vehicle, or maybe you do. I just don't look sometimes. That's pretty cool. That being said, though, that leads you into a weird future, which I think it's a really good idea. Any item that you have in your inventory can be instantly respawned into your inventory through the safe house system. So what this means is you have obviously normal weapons, like I said. You have your blunt items, you have your blade items, you have your firearms, you have your combo weapons, and then you have your super combo weapons. You basically have this bar that indicates how much you can take out of your safe house. So super weapons, for example, you can only take 2 out at a time before you have to wait for your bar to recharge. Normal combo weapons, usually you can get 4 of those out before you have to wait. And you don't have to wait very long at all. You know, you get 4 items out, you just go down the street, kill some zombies, and come back. You're basically good to go. Yeah. That's really all I have to say about the game right now. I'm not too far. I'm about probably midway through the game. I'm really liking it though. I've killed almost 20,000 zombies. I'm in level 30 something, and so on. I like it though. I'm really liking it. There's a lot of clothing and stuff like that you can wear, which is cool and stuff. Alright, I gotta get to work. Alright, goodbye.